So yeah, so this is Mother 3. This is the indirect sequel to Mother 2, aka Earthbound in the States. It actually does have a connection between the two games. What that connection is, I'm not going to tell you, but it's a lot of them. There's a lot of small and big connections between the games. And the title of the game looks all fucked up for a reason, which we'll also get into as the game goes on. Now, if you played Mother 2, which was very quirky and comedic up until the end of the game, Mother 3 is decidedly more dark and definitely the most depressing and negative game in the trilogy of the series. So there will probably be a lot of moments in this that are not exactly positive, and it'll be a good test to see how people feel about this when I'm doing commentary about a game that is not exactly positive, which is probably the reason I've held off doing videos of like Katawa Shoujo this whole time, is that a game that's not outright positive or comedic may result in awkward commentary. It's also the reason I haven't done Yume Nikki either, because both those games are rather depressing, so yeah. But anyways, going to play this here. So I named the characters all fucked up in Final Fantasy VII. I forget if I did that in Earthbound. I don't think I did. But I'm going to name these guys the generic names too, because you can't just really name them Doopy in this. The game hasn't been out long enough to play it like as a parody like you can in Final Fantasy VII. So we're just going to name them the default names. Lucas and Claus, which by the way have the same letters in them but they're just spelled differently. So that was a bit of genius on their part. The game really trolls you here on this fucking name screen too, by the way. I just realized that. I didn't even think about that. Actually, no, fuck that shit. I want fucking something else as my food, bitch. Wow, I can't even change it. What is the default in this? Isn't it yeah, okay, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna take a page from Earthbound, from the Earthbound playthrough, and we're gonna name it, Is there an apostrophe? Oh, that's not it. Oh, absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I know it was Thuggy, that's because I didn't have enough spaces. So I'm naming it what I wanted to in the first place, which was Thuggin'. We want fast text speed. All of these are horrifically bright. Although grape looks kind of neat, but they're all horrifically bright, so we're just going to go with fucking plain. This is not okay, because I do not... No, are you seriously going to make me fucking name these guys all over again? Okay, fucking hurry this shit up. Okay, let's try this again here. I will name it... I'll put down fucking... There you go. It's my favorite food. Why would I name it melon? Fuck that shit. Yes, this is okay. Not as good as the Earthbound sound where it goes, wow! And then the fucking game like makes you think you've blown it up. Welcome to the world of Mother 3. Which is apparently all purple. I've never seen purple land before. Does purple land exist? I just thought about that. Like, is there a rock formation that would be purple? I mean, I know there's blue, you know, like Azurite and stuff like that, but I've never heard of a rock that's purple. I mean, it probably is, I just can't think of one. Oh, quartz, that's right, but quartz wouldn't be able to form mountains, would it? Not like that, not like those kind of mountains. It'd be like squarey, like hexagonal chunks and stuff like that, or at least not as smooth as that, and not as dense as that, and it'd be more see-through too. That'd be pretty neat though, a quartz mountain. They kind of had that in Sonic. People are saying, I don't know how to pronounce the word, amethyst? Amethyst, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to be paying attention to the chat as majorly as I usually do in streams, just because this is like all going to go on YouTube and stuff like that. So, and it's also hard to pay attention when you've got 400 and, you know, something people in the stream. So if I try to pay attention to it constantly, I get nothing done. Amethyst. Okay, there we go. And yes, this is the only game I'm doing for the next 12 hours. So, tomorrow I'm going to be doing Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 for 12 hours straight through. So we'll see how that goes. And if I run out of time, like if I go through all of them too quickly, I'll do some other games and stuff like that. So, starting like almost every other RPG game ever made, you start out in bed. Why do they do that? Why do so many RPG games start out with the character being asleep in bed and their mom calling them down? Like, seriously. Or have that in the game somewhere. So, you have to go out here and change your clothes just like Earthbound. The GTFO. Well, happy early birthday, I play bass guitar. So you go out here and talk to this old bearded guy with, I don't know, I've never seen Alec as a name for an old guy, but I'm sure, you know, people named Alec turn into old guys, I'm just saying. Alright. I think that is the case. So you can talk to all the chickens and stuff like that. They're a bunch of fucking assholes. Can I open this up? No, okay, that was a chest or something like that. So you have to go down here and find your brother, who's being a little brat. Which, by the way, one of the best things here... Wow. That's a truly way to do it. One of the best things in this game that Earthbound did not have is that when you move, you can actually dash. So we're going to save the game here. Now, we're going to do a little test. Finally actually starting now that I've confirmed that this shit is going to correctly save, so I don't have to go through another 4 hours and have it get all fucked up. So, basically that dash thing I was talking about right now is the same thing that he's using to attack him here. So you have to play, you don't have a fucking choice. For those of you that saw me do this during the Earthbound marathon stream, I'm really sorry that you have to sit through all this again, because, yeah. I don't really know how he's taking down a fucking dinosaur by dashing into him. I guess that works. I guess these guys are fine with you just like beating the shit out of them every single day. Looks like like knock the fuck out of him. You have to make sure you have to know how to dash, because pretty much if you don't, it's going to take you fucking forever. Yeah, my microphone's on. So, all of a sudden, a mole cricket is going to kick this dinosaur's ass. So here's the whole gimmick of this game. The game is actually slightly a rhythm game. And what that means is if you hear the music in the background, I mean, a lot of you can probably get a rhythm to that, right? So, if you can hear the rhythm in it, what you have to do is you have to press the attack button every time that there is a hit. Every time that, you know, you would if you were like dancing to it with the rhythm and stuff like that. The problem is that when you play it on an emulator, like 99.9% of people ever playing this game will have to do, because it's the English translation and stuff like that, and was never localized in America, even though Nintendo should really be doing that, considering that the whole reason this game was even made was because the English fans actually did a whole goddamn petition for it. It messes up the audio and the video sync. So, yeah. So what you have to do is you have to basically attack him here and stuff like that, and you have to go like... So if you play this on emulator, you have to intentionally play slightly behind or ahead of the beat. So it's pretty weird. And it doesn't do much extra damage, but it does count. It does really help. So... Personally trained. Fuck off. I like how the dinosaur has its head tilted. Like it can actually understand what the hell this thing's saying. Although then again, it's speaking to us, so... Wow, good job, Mom. Yeah, I like how at Comic-Con, at the Nintendo booth, they had like 5 posters up and like a video playing about Earthbound being released on like the fucking virtual console, all this stuff. It's like, yeah, man, the game of the fucking decade. It's amazing. It's the best. Yeah, and all this stuff. And then like when the game came out, just no fucks given. You saved some bags too. Oh, okay, DJ Meat Boy. I didn't know that. Bags. I'll talk about the donation stuff in a little bit. If you want, there's a whole list of stuff below the stream that's all down there, and so it's basically, like, you can just read it and it's really obvious. This time, I'm going to level up some before I get into that fucking Drago fight. I don't have anything. I mean, it's not really something you can get at conventions for mother stuff. To note that she sent out a bird there should tell you the level of technology in this, you know, time period and what's going on here, which is relevant to the game. That she had to send out a fucking bird to send her mail. This game is not before Mother, it's after Mother 2. AKA Earthbound.